So the internet's a big, wild, wet place of madness. And you can get any philosophy, any ideology, any religion here, and you can research it, you can get into the thick of it. And there are so many people and just so many posts. It's unimaginably complex and it's beautiful. But it's got downsides. So you can easily get caught up in conspiracy theories. You can get caught up in bad ideologies like racism or sexism or homophobia. You can end up on the wrong side, not just of history, but of the social well-being of your community. And that's something worth worrying about. And if you don't worry about it, that's your fault. That's a problem. You can't be promoting things that suck. Hate speech is for buttholes because hate is not going to lead us forward to a place of success and love, acceptance and fulfillment of our potential. It just won't. Hate sidetracks all other thoughts and puts you into a tizzy of foolishness where you think that things of the past matter and you think that things of the future are predictable. And only ideologies prove predictable. There's very little that can be guaranteed to follow from a specific set of circumstances when it comes to social stuff. Now, obviously, I'm deterministic and I believe that physically the laws are reliable. I'm not making any statements about breaking laws of physics, but human laws are broken every day. So what should you do? Be harmless. And that's where Jenkem comes in. Jenkem is harmless. It is okay to smell your own poop. And if you ferment it and then you smell it and then you end up having a hallucination, that's okay. That's on you. It's your decision and it will not violate anyone else's rights. Now, if you end up drinking or eating poop, or, and the worst is don't do this, injecting it into your veins, you will discover that it changes your microbiome. Your small intestine can have substantial changes in its microbiome. And sepsis, if it ever gets into the bloodstream, is absolutely dire and a very dangerous thing to happen. It's a bad place to be. But almost no Jenkemites inject their own poop into their own veins. And the future is wide open. We could eventually have injectable Jenkem, but it just requires certain scientific advances. And those aren't here yet. What's my point? The other harmless thing that you can be on the internet is a believer in Pujamal, that Zoe is as good as zero. And you're never going to send anyone to the ER with Zoe because we've removed the ER from zero. And so if you're in a fight with somebody and you're like, Zoe, and they're like, zero, Zoe, zero, you're not going to come to blows over it. It's okay to think Sev is better than 7. It's okay to know that Sven is 77. It's not going to hurt anybody. And so that's what I like about life. I like the ideologies that don't harm anyone. The ideology that we should focus on alpha songs until almost every child has experienced 4 of them growing up. That's an ideology that is harmless and beautiful and utterly acceptable. And it's obviously so. And so focusing on it is impossible to complain about. And those are the advantages. Those are the places I like to be. Because if you have other ideologies that are harmful to some set of people, that's on you too. That's wrong. It's a problem. And you need to get out of that situation. Your ideology is your fault because you are the one who's thinking and exploring, and you need to decide what you want to get into. And for me, Jenkem is the best place to be. If only there was a giant household in which I could just dig into poop and live inside a giant piece, a giant turd. Oh God. Oh God.